Now we would like to invite Professor Cheong, President of SUSS, to deliver the welcome address. Professor Cheong, please.
Hello. Good morning. I hope we are all well today. If you are not, we can all stand up and do some exercises before we settle down. Welcome to all of you, our guests and our colleagues and friends. Welcome to the second International Conference on Wellbeing, organized by our School of Humanities and Behavioural Sciences. And to all our overseas participants, we are delighted you are here in Singapore, and we hope you spend some time outside. That's the location you want to be actually this morning. You know, every one of us wants to have well-being, knowingly or unknowingly, but it's very elusive for some. Well-being is closely linked to many facets of human life, such as social relationships, work, health, and the quality of life, our living environment. It has been discussed by philosophers and religious leaders for a long, long time. And in more recent times, sociologists, psychologists, economists, and other behavioral scientists have bettered the methods of examining well-being and advanced our understanding of the determinants and the consequences of well-being. Their research findings on this topic have also helped inform policy decisions at the community and societal levels. Just now I was with a set of colleagues from the HDB, Housing and Development Board, and they provide housing for up to about 90% of our population. And I was talking to them and I said, we have done a very good job of the housing environment in Singapore. And you can only know that mostly if you were to travel overseas and seen the kinds of housing that other people have to live with elsewhere. So the conditions that we live in is not just work, it's not just relationships, but it's actually the environment, the condition that we live in, the safety that we feel that will give us the sense of well-being. At our university, Singapore University of Social Sciences, SUSS, the School of Humanities and Behavioural Sciences, SHBS, has identified well-being as an important area of its research. In 2014, we organized a symposium that focused on research in this area, centered on Singapore. In 2016, we organized the inaugural conference on well-being, paying particular attention to national accounts of happiness and social development, as well as showcasing new research from across the world. Following the successful run in 2016, for this second International Conference on Wellbeing, the thematic focus will be on health, work, and well-being. And research has shown that income, supportive social relationships, and healthy life expectancy are among the predictors of well-being. Higher well-being has in turn been associated with good health and longevity, better social relationships, and work performance. This two-way relationship seems logical and even intuitive. It's obvious. But there's much more to it given the individual, societal, and cultural variations in well-being and the different, sometimes opposite ways a factor works on well-being. For example, a good income may favor well-being generally, but it can encourage unhealthy eating habits, leading to eventually to poor health. So how do you square that? And what's well-being in one community may not necessarily be so in another. What causes well-being to improve in one doesn't necessarily do so in another, or to the same degree, or at that particular circumstances or time of that person. We know that adage, one man's meat is another man's poison. And we can have endless discussion about this topic. And I hope that we won't lose any well-being in the process. But I think we will be fine. There are so many of you with good ideas and experience in the topic to chart the way forward. Not least Professor Ruth Winhoven, the leading expert researching happiness, whom we have the privilege today to deliver the opening keynote. Thank you for joining us. The World Happiness Report 2018 ranked Singapore number 34 out of 156 countries. So I think we are a pretty happy lot here, despite all the talk about the demands of our work and the stressful education system. I think it's more stressful for parents than for the students, and the compact urban environment we have to live in. So we are pretty happy lot. But in true Singapore style, I think there's room for improvement. And I hope this will not cause us any more discomfort, just thinking about it. I'm happy to note that the bigger aim of this conference continues to be the translating of the latest findings and research on well-being from across the world into practices and policies that would help to improve the quality of life and well-being of people in Singapore and across the globe. And can you imagine if we have someone interested in well-being who can influence policy, and you can have someone like that in every ministry, in every state board, in every education institution, and then we'll be generating lots and lots of ideas and conditions for the well-being of everyone in Singapore. SHBS has leveraged the expertise of its faculty to conduct research on well-being from various social science perspectives. I hope our school, our faculty can fan out in future and garner more collaborations with both the public and private sectors to further investigate this area and to inform economic and social policies. More importantly, as much previous research has been done in Europe and in North America, I see this conference as a platform where we, together with our colleagues from the other parts of the world, can come together and look at well-being and happiness from the Asian context, and to own this for our own, to promote more and more of the research in the Asian context. So once again, thank you for your support. Many thanks to the organizers and sponsors. They are here and they are outside waiting for more of our guests to arrive. Many thanks to them for organizing the conference, and I wish you all a productive and stimulating conference experience. Thank you very much.